All right, guys. James Livingston back here again, just going over a quick little market recap here today, December 4th, 2023. Just kind of going over the day as a whole, market-wise, what I saw, what I'm getting, what I'm gathering, etc. So first and foremost, SPY, one of the ones, the ETFs that most people do trade on the daily, did kind of trade relatively flat today. If we zoom in here on the 1 hour, sorry, let's start on the daily. Let's go over a couple of key things here. We did make a new low over Friday's low. So, we did make that new low. We did start the day off pretty red, but the buyers did jump back in and end up closing this green. So good sign by the buyers to show some strength on that little pullback. Market volume was relatively low, I would say, but generally Mondays are relatively low. So nothing too crazy there. If we're looking at the hourly here, you can see we might have a small little baby bear flag here that could potentially push us to the downside. We'll see if that does play out down this way. But overall, just a really kind of back and forth day. We gapped down overnight and just melted from there on. So this could have been the pullback that the market needed for the next leg up, or this could be the start of a downtrend to start. So that's what I saw there on SPY. As you can see here on Bitcoin, I am following crypto pretty heavily right now. As we're speaking right now, we are just pushing higher and higher, 42,330 and counting. We started out the day at about 42 as our resistance, and we just broke out of it here in the after hours. So market in terms of crypto is booming. Stocks like Mara, RIOT, MSTR, coin especially. Coin is just a huge pusher here. But overall the market in itself has just been it was a little slow today, I'm not gonna lie. But I do anticipate things to kind of heat up as the week goes on. But yeah, some key stocks that I am keeping an eye on here. I'm keeping an eye on Snap, SNAP, just due to the fact that we have broken above this previous resistance at 14 and are starting to accumulate above it with some good volume. I think we've got some headroom. If you look way back here, we've started to enter into this little gap from way back, 1650 being the top of that. And if we do break 1650, specifically 16 if you will, I think there's a good shot that we could start pushing back up towards 20 and get into this bigger gap from way back. So Snap's on my watch list. Peloton is also on my watch list here, as we are breaking again, pushing up on these highs from previous at about 670. 670, if that does break, the 200 EMA right here on the daily is my ultimate target. I think that $7.50 is very realistic of a price target. But we do need to see $6.70 really break out to confirm that. So yeah, key takeaways from today, I would say, is crypto is just continuing its strength. I did think that once crypto broke out and we made a new high, that we might see some sell-off and kind of market pull down. But generally speaking, the market actually kind of held up pretty well. And crypto, Bitcoin specifically, did hold up and keep its levels. So I think that we might have some relative strength here. Bitcoin looks, very primed on the weekly. You can see we've got a lot of headspace up towards about $45. I think that's ultimately the target here. I would say next stop is about $43, and then it should be onward to 45 not too long from now. But keep in mind, this is on the weekly time frame here I'm looking at, so this is a few weeks accumulated. I wouldn't expect this to necessarily happen this week, but we're very close to 45, so it could potentially top out here. But that's what I'm looking at there. But keep an eye on these stocks: HIVE, Hive, Mara, Riot, Coin, etc. All good names. I did do a video here on Palantir. We do have a minor pullback, it looks like, or sorry, not a minor pullback, but a pretty big pullback here on the daily. So as of right now, I am kind of holding off on entering into this one. I was really hoping we could get the high break, but for now, I'm waiting for this pullback. We are on 50% right now. I'd like to see it pull into this 61 to 50% zone, anywhere from $17.30 to about $18, I think, is an ideal entry. So that's what I'm looking at there on Palantir. But yeah, overall, just a very slow day in the market for a Monday, pretty typical. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys, at least for this market recap video. Just want to really quick go over these. Let me know if you guys are liking these by hitting that like button. And of course, if you guys have any stocks you'd like me to look into in the future and do some future reviews on, comment them below, because I'm definitely down to review some stocks for you guys. But yeah, that'll be all for today, guys. Have a good rest of your day and happy trading. See ya.